Alrighty, I'm live on both platforms, so hello everyone, I am KirisakiJake and welcome back to yet another session of HANDCAM session today. So tonight we are building this back again with another SDEX standard. This time today we have the aerial Gundam, the last of the two impulse purchase that I made like 2 weeks ago. So last week we were building the SDEX asteroid ray frame and it's well, build because quote unquote build, because it's actually just more like, I'm just applying stickers like mostly than like actually building. Like that's how it felt. Like I'm applying stickers more than like actually like building the thing. So today, I think today is gonna be like yet another like, it's gonna be the same thing. It's just gonna be like all like mostly gonna be like stickers over than actually building. But yeah, that's it. Without further ado, let's actually just start. We are starting a bit like later tonight, but I will say I think the aerial gunner has something a bit more like interesting like this time around for the aerial Gundam. So now, but before we like move ahead, let's actually just cut out like the parts, like like open a package. This time I have like a scissor on, because yeah, like this time around I'm gonna have like I brought myself a scissor, because yeah, I do notice like the packets can be a bit loud, which now I know like it actually just sort of like a bit like anti like ASMR, because like just the crinkling of the packet can be, some people find it like it's like quite nice to hear, at least in like an ASMR setting, but I'm not an ASMR like streamer, so okay, so I think we've done this, so let's just open and yeah, again, here we are, another big like fucking sticker sheet. So surprisingly only 2 packets, like not a lot going on in here at least. So I'm actually gonna like take the I'm just gonna put the box like somewhere else. Like space is a bit limited on like this at least like on this section of like the desk I'm using. So we have it here. I'm gonna put this behind me. Okay, right, that's yeah, of course we're gonna start like again literally first damn thing first, like like first thing first, of course, stickers, yay. But anyway, so again, once again, this is like another perks of this like SDEX. It's the way like it's like like it's printed, right? There's some dirt on like the shield here. I don't know what's this, but yeah, unfortunately, this shield is one big piece. Like I could almost use it as a spoon. I'm not gonna lie. That's just like how the SDEX is like. But yeah, once again, like one of the perks I like about like this SDEX, or just like most SD Gundam in general, is that you actually have a lot more like like it's very easy to just like take out like the little parts. Like it's very easy to get like the little parts Like you can just tear this part out, like no tools needed. Like, as you can just see, I'm just like tearing it out, like with my bare hands. Not to say you can be rough with it, just a little bit gentle and it'll come off on its own. Okay. Yeah, just be gentle and it'll come off on its own, just like that. And yeah, let's get the entire head out real quick. There you go. All the parts are out. Yeah, and it's actually I don't even like have to identify like where's like the head parts are at. So, but I think for this time around, I think I'm gonna like the instruction here says right, you have to like put the sticker here first, then only like you put it together. But I think for this time I'm gonna like put the eye sticker first. So let's get our tweezers out, and of course our good old makeshift tool, the polycap stick. Let me just shift the camera. But maybe I'll just widen the view a bit so you can actually see like what my hands are doing, like at least. And maybe just put the instruction a bit higher. And now there's actually two options for like stickers for like at least the eye section. I think this time around I'm gonna go for like the red eye sticker. So just this out. Like, oh wow, this is a very detailed like shape stickers. Yeah, for me I prefer to line it up by the center. I think yeah, they fit perfectly. So let's just just like this, like nice and flat. Let's make sure these stickers are nice and flat on the plastic piece out. Now I do read like the description a bit, and now for at least as far as SDEX standard goes, right? I do find this one in particular like a bit more like interesting compared to like this one. Like for example, this one is it's a dev site. This is like the first SDEX that I bought, and I bought this like from a con, and I actually built this like on my way back in the train, and it actually helps me like kills like like really like helps me kill the time while like on like a long train ride back to my place. And now I'll have to like reserve my judgment on this one, but I will say this one really good. It's really good as far as like extended goes. This one is actually like pretty good as far as like color separation goes, because I think the suit itself it doesn't have like much color distribution like to go by. Like it's just a very like simple monotonish color. So the stickers, as far as stickers go, the distribution of it's actually pretty well like nicely, I would say the stickers all around, it's not like the more like, you know, not like the worst, because again, once again, the color distribution of this thing is actually pretty much like just not as varied, unlike the S3 frame that I built last week, which I really don't want to talk about it. That thing is like a damn nightmare, like to like put together. So let's actually like put the stickers on like the sensor. I want to go a bit more of like a permit score, like sort of like a thing. Okay. Now this one actually does give a little like groove in like the sticker, where you can actually like just sort of like helps you wrap around like the piece better, which it's not the most offensive thing in the world, like I'll admit. Again, cause again, like the SRA film that I built last week, that's just like a total nightmare, because like you given like one big piece of like sticker, and you have to like wrap, like they give you like a flat like sticker, and you have to wrap it around like a 3D, like, you know, like a 3D surface. So like, and that's like you get bumps, and then like the stickers, like they are not like even, so like you have to be like a bit more careful with it. And yeah, here we are, like a glove. And yeah, here we go. Fits perfectly. Like it wraps around just nice, like just nice as well. Like yeah, actually, I'm to bring like this over because it's you know, like yeah, bring this over. Yeah, just like that. Like nicely wrapped around. Yeah, because actually the way like this like let's just say this weird ass setup go I have on my table, right? My other screen is like just really far away from like where I'm like looking at. But I think I'll just look at like my feed from my camera instead. Okay, so this done. And I think we can just like insert this, like, you know, like get the piece into the head. Yeah, I'm actually want to go for a bit more like a permit score look. That's why I like have like the red eye, even though like there is an option for like a green eye. For me, I just like the color red, and I just like the whole look of like having red eyes, so that's why I chose the red sticker instead. So let's actually get this. Let's get this, like really get this true. Yeah, I think that fits like a glove. And there you go, 3-piece, and you got the head. Now just a few more stickers. So again, this one I'm also gonna go for like the red like sensor look on this. I think it sits like just about right, like snugly there. I think this one is the angle one. Yeah, it's the angle one. There you go. It's like a glove. And last but not least, the side here. Okay, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I should have like. I know what, never mind. We will deal with it. So we have 22 and oh, that's why. So I think I have to like open this back up. So yeah, I made a mistake. So yeah, it just comes off like relatively easy again. Just have to be gentle with it. So yeah, not like anything big, not like anything major. Like it's just a small mistake on my part. Yeah, I should have like followed the instruction because I thought maybe just because like, you know, it's like, yeah, maybe this piece might clash with the like the sticker, like it might crumple as it goes in. But I stand corrected. Okay, where is my little stick? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's kind of thing, like if you see what I mean here, like, yeah, they have this, like, you know, have sort of like a wrap around. And now it's actually molded in groove, but then again, I reckon you just don't try to like conform it to like the shape of the mold. You just leave it like flat as is. You can. Like, yeah, if you can see like a little gap here, right? There's like, you can see the gap. It doesn't like follow like the mold, so, and you don't have to actually. You just leave it flat like that. Because I think you actually make it worse. That's just sort of like a tips when like building like one of these SDEX is, yeah, just leave it like flat unless it actually gives you like a little bit of like creases where it actually like folds. So there you go, fits snugly there. I think the front part can fold a little bit, so it doesn't look like ugly. Like you just have like, you can see the ugly gaps from the front. And make it again, leave it nice and flat. Now we put this piece back in. snaps, and then we have the clear black piece, a clear black piece here, so that just whip it up. Yeah, I think usually these clear parts tends to little bit like more solid, like compared to like the normal plastic, which is I think it's like a bit more like a softer, like slightly softer than like this clear plastic. And this clear plastic is like it's very like solid. Like it's solid, yeah, but it's also at the same time it's actually quite brittle like as well. So that's just sort of one thing, like, because sometimes Bandai, they'll actually like to make this like a little special edition where they call it like as like the clear color version, which is actually just like they made it with clear plastics. Man, I mean it's still like the same corresponding color, but it's just like clear. That's really about it. So yeah, now there's that. We have the head. Let's leave it at that, and now the body. And oh my god, what is this am I seeing here? Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. That's like from the instruction that I'm looking at. So it's gonna be a bit of like a nightmare. Woo. Yep, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You have to be careful with these. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, battery level's still okay, so but yeah. It's okay, it's okay, I'm okay. It just happens sometimes. Again, that's why I like to say, you gotta be gentle. You gotta be gentle with this kind of stuff. Goes here. Okay, you know, just also like another little bit of like thought. Okay, personally, I don't think stickers are like the end of the world. Personally, like it's not like the worst thing, especially on a HG. Like I think a bit of sticker here and there. It's not like the worst thing in the world. But then again, if you're talking about like let's say something like you know let's say like the asteroid frame that like you have to like everything like every surface have to be applied with like a sticker. I think that's just like egregious. That's where like, I draw the line. A little bit like tiny like you know stickers that can be like covered up, and you have like places that's like you know that's clearly like very defined, and you know it's also like flat. Like places like that, if you put like a little bit of sticker there on a HG, I think that's like fine, personally for me. Okay, so Please use the sticker. No, this whole clear piece is a sticker. Well, I think what they mean, what it says here, right? Like these are actually optional. Like some of these stickers are optional. Which I suppose it's again not the end of the world. I guess not the worst thing. Again, keep it. Oh, it's a little bit lopsided. Tiny bit lopsided. Okay, and give it like a nice flat. Okay, so I think like it says like the surrounding like stickers like for here and here, which is actually like this, like this sticker. At least according to the manual, it says these stickers are optional. So, now that you mention it, right, it's optional. Which I think now that if you just put it together, it pretty much just like covered it like up, like the whole thing. So I think I'm just gonna leave it as is, cause I think I'm gonna leave it as is. I just prefer to just have like a little like clear part out to like let it shine, shine. I just like to see like the clear parts on like a Gunpla, so I'm just gonna leave it like I'm just gonna leave it off. But I think earlier I said I'm gonna put it on, but now I like for like the whole permit score thing, but I'm just gonna like leave it off. Because I think it didn't like matter because like I think the HG, right, it actually molded in like a bit more of like a special way where like I don't know, some kind of like I'm just gonna say call it like some sort of like Bandai black magic where they can actually mold it in a certain way where they can actually put some colors, like like some of the colors of like the permit score colors, like it's actually like on the clear part itself, like it's like pre-colored on the runner. Like you don't have to like you can just cut it out and just like put it like just and just like stick it on the part and just snap fit, and like yeah, you just cut it out, snap fit, no coloring needed. Like Bandai already did the coloring for you from the factory. Again, like I don't know, man, it's just like yeah, just some sort of like Bandai black magic trickery, Bandai witchcraft, you could say. So we have it here. Okay, now what's this for? Because there's actually like some sticker. Okay, 26. Oh no. What's this for? Like the collars? Oh bollocks. Yeah, this is like, yeah, this is where I'm really drawing a line. Okay, camera still okay, still okay. We have some juice. Still have some juice left. You have to like, you know, have to like just deal with this, like this crazy surface and all. Like again, this is like where like the whole sticker things becomes like really annoying. Okay, I think I think I get this side better than like the other one. Yeah, just like stickers tend to just shift around as you're trying to like, you know, iron it out to like get it like flush on its surface. then last 24. Now you see what I mean. It's just sticker fast. Okay. Yeah, this is a bit tricky because it's actually so sort of like you have to like scratch in like between like these two collar pieces. So yeah, getting this one in it's a little bit tricky. You also have to like try to get it like, you know, flush between like and again it's actually like molded like in like a 3D surface, like it's not a flat surface. I think this is as best I can get it like down. This is as best I can get it down with. And 25, man, I hope it is. No, box. There, I mean, I think that's sort of it. And now we put, where is it? Here. So I put this one and this one here. So I put a snowman up here on the head. This is a snowman. this down here. Snap. It's a satisfying snap. And we insert the, where's the piece? Ah, there it is. Trust me, I'm actually a lot more organized than this when I'm like building in, like, you know, in private. I think it would have been better if like the stickers, if like this permit score stickers goes under like the black piece here, like what they did in this piece, like, you know, like it's not like the head piece, like this little permit thing here is under like this black piece. I would have preferred if they can somehow find a way that put these like permit stickers underneath. I think personally, I think it look a lot more better to just sort of like have like a layer of like clear black through it. Yeah, I think it'll look a lot more better with it. Okay, so now, so who's watching? I see you there. Yep. There's still some juice left. Yeah, my camera has been like making like snapping noises. Actually, it's just sort of have like a bit of more of an elaborate setup with like my actual camera here. So because I have a webcam, but that thing is not like super. Yeah, it's not like the most, like, you know, like the most HD thing out there. So that's why I prefer like turning to like my actual camera instead. It's 5, yes, 5. There you go. There's off. We have then. Oh, it's the same on both sides. So I just rip this one out. There's like 2 pieces like on the like both ends here, and they're actually identical, so really didn't matter which one I'm using. Okay, I believe this. I think this is the correct orientation. Yeah, sometimes like even a table can be used as sort of like, you know, like as a tool itself. To just like, you know, like you're just pressing it down like this, it hurts your fingers. So sometimes, right, because this one you can just sort of like, it's already a pretty like you already got it in like quite a lot, so you can just like press it on against the table. And that's why I have this cloth as well. But the instruction, I wouldn't be bothered. But again, came off super easy. And of course, you have to put like a piece on the knuckle. Fucking A, why not just make the whole thing white? Then if you want to make like, you know, like make us put sticker on the knuckle, why don't you just make the whole thing white? That's sort of like another thing. Yeah, Bandai and their bullshit sometimes. You can't even give it like a nice flat surface for us to work on. Like, yeah, sometimes I don't know what the hell Bandai is thinking sometimes. Which one? Which sticker number what? So, okay, so 18. 18 or 6. So, yeah, I'm gonna go for the red. I'm gonna go for the red. Yeah, this is sort of another thing, like stickers. Even though they're supposed to be sticky, somehow they're also very slippery. Okay. I think I should do it. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. So then the other one. Fuck off. You fucking ban evader. Okay. Camera check. Yep, still going. We have plenty of juice. Okay, this one on. Okay, go to the other one. Yeah, this one is like a pretty soft plastic in like for this one. This plastic is a bit soft, so this one. Now I do want to mention that SDEX, I mean for quote unquote an experience for kids, right? This really doesn't like give us much of like the experience of like the build. Like it doesn't have that much experience as far as like being the build goes. It does serves more like it's just more of like like you're just applying stickers more than like you're actually building it. That's what I thought. But then again, why I even have this? It's an impulse buy, so I bought it. I gotta build it. I don't know why, but I'm suddenly craving some Shin Ramyun. I have some in my my kitchen drawer. And I just have like a sudden craving for it now. Well, also, can I just mention, you know what's a weird earworm I'm having right now? For some reason, I'm just having like the Hawaii 503 in my head, going over and over and over again. For some fucking reason. You know, like the little like ta 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 ta. It's just constantly going in my head, and I don't know why. I mean, it could be worse. It could be, like, could be a song that I really hate. Could be worse. Could be a song that I really hate. So it's a Fiverr it's a pretty catchy theme. It's a really catchy theme. Like I think it's one of those like theme that doesn't get old. So I can live with that. Like I can just have like that thing going in my head over and over again. I don't mind. Sometimes, man, my brain just wanders. Even though I don't understand what my own mind is going through. It's really pretty late. Oh. Ah, dang it. Yeah, one of my favorite streamers, like one of my favorite VTubers. She was live like earlier. All of a sudden, like I think it's like another like just went off. So to be fair, she's like celebrating like Steel Ball Run announcement. Yeah, it's gonna come as quite the blasphemy. I have never watched a JoJo anime before. Blasphemous, I know, and I will say JoJo, like the art is it's very striking. I must say it's beautiful. Like the artwork, it's really beautiful. Like I will give it that. And to be fair, it's not that I exclusively watch like Gundam. I haven't even watched Witch from Mercury yet, like at all. I think I just kind of forgot to watch them. Just sort of like, I just tend to be a bit more like busy during my. I think just mostly for like on my cosplay stuff. Like I'm just very busy with my like making my costume. So and by the night time, like I just don't feel like watching anime like anymore these days. And actually, you know what? Even though some of those like anime that I'm super hyped for are like Maid Dragon season 2, like I really want to watch that, but I still haven't got around watching it at all. And also Kyoko Suiri, like I really want to like catch up on like the first season of Kyoko Suiri. Like I love like the manga. Like I like the MC Kotoke Iwanaga. Very underrated character and yeah, underrated character. I just thought it's yeah. I mean, probably because I like lollies, so maybe that's why. Yeah, I'm not ashamed. Like I can say that out loud. I like lollies, so what? um, okay, to be fair, she's more so like what? She's just like a short girl, and I think I just like short girl like characters. That's kind of it. No, yes. It's a bit of tight fit. That's what she said. Okay, now here's what it gets like a little bit interesting. So for this, right, I'm gonna take out a free. I need a free. Okay, now this part is where like it gets interesting, because carrying on right now is a free, a 216. Yeah, comes right off. 115. Okay, camera check. Yep. Oh, okay, it's a bit low. I mean, okay, just let me just check my camera status first. There's still some juice. Ooh, man. Yeah, still some juice. Yeah, there's some juice left. Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So again, I just really find it kind of pointless. Like, you give us like this clear piece, but then there's like a big sheet of sticker to cover it all up. So I'm not gonna do that again. Like same as like the chest piece here. Like I just really like having a clear piece out. So yeah, okay, now this is where like, it gets like a bit interesting here, because now typically, like at least from like all like the SDEX I've built, right, which is just 2 of them. Now this one in particular, it has like a full, like an entire leg, like, you know, like all around, like it has like the entire leg, like, cause typical like SDEX, right, from what I know, right, like you see like here, right, like from the front it looks okay, but when you switch it to the back, it's completely oh, hold on. My stream froze. Yeah, completely frozen. Just give me a moment. Yeah, it's completely frozen. Just give me a moment. I think it's just heating up. It was just frozen right there. Huh. Yeah, it's frozen on my screen, like, and you know, I think I might as well just change the battery just. Yeah, well, I think it's just camera just like frozen a little bit. Okay, it's just frozen at that frame. So let me just. Yeah, I think that should do it. Just have to like reapply the camera again. But as I was saying, right? So one thing about this piece, right? Like for the as far as like SDEX standard goes, for like this particular kit, right? You actually have like the full leg, like entire leg like this, because typical like SDEX standard, as you can see, right? Like from the front. Like, it just looks like just like, you know, like perfectly fine. But then when you turn to the back, right, like you can see the legs here, right? Let me just get the angle right. The legs, you can see the legs, they're completely hollow. Like that's like how like typical like SDEX legs are done. And I think most of like the parts here, right? Let me just remove this. Like even like if you see the hands here, right? They always like tend to be hollow here because again they're meant to be displayed at the front. So but now what they do in their genius, right? They know they can just cut corner by just like, you know, leaving everything in the back as like hollow because they know, right? No one's gonna look at the back. That's why even like you look at here, right? Like the shoulder piece here, like it's all like it's hollow. And plus when you put on like the wings, right? Like the bat wing, or you put on like the batarang, as I like to call it. Like it just sort of like barely covers like the shoulder like piece here. So again, it's not meant to be looked from behind. So it's like meant to be looked like you meant to look at it from the front. So that's why like that's just what they do. But this one stands out a little bit, right? Where you actually get like it's actually 3 different pieces. So you actually do end up like getting like the entire leg for like this kit. So yeah, that's sort of like what let's just say I do appreciate this, like, you know, like this particular one. You actually do get like, you know, like not like not. I mean, it's still half-ass, but it's not as half-ass as like, you know, like most like SDEX kit. Like this is my 3rd one. I think I can just say this like I can confidently say like this is like okay. So okay, now from the front, yeah, because once I put this sticker, it's permanent. It's permanent. But yes, I do like just looking at like the clear black piece. So that's why like I'm not like gonna put like the permit stickers around it. Okay, now let's see 38. this is the front. I suppose a 38. This piece goes here, I suppose. I would have sworn this one goes to the back. I would think this goes to the back. No, actually this goes to like the leg here. That's a bit tricky. Then I go all over the place a little bit. Okay, 40. What does 40 goes? Oh. Oh. Wow. Wow, freaking A. So, okay, so from this side, I guess it goes here. Man, I want nasi ganja. All of a sudden, I'm craving nasi ganja. There is sometimes I have like random thoughts in my head sometimes, and suddenly you crave like nasi ganja, and then like all of a sudden, like next thing you know, you want like shin ramyun. I wonder what I'm ended up like gonna eat tomorrow. Okay, so that's the leg, and now number 40. Yeah, it's just like stickers upon stickers. 42. Hey, 42 here. Man, it's been a while like since I watched his videos. Like I like his contents like 42, but it's just I really don't like him using like the whole AI thumbnail thing. The click, you know, like the whole clickbait AI thumbnail thing. I really don't like it when he does that. It's just sort of like my one and only gripe of him. Like at least like from him and his channel, that's like my one and only gripe. It's a bit lopsided, I think. So there's this, oh wait, this is the back, this is the front. Oh my god, so much difference. Then yes, 41. Camera check. Still fine, I guess. Yeah, still fine. Now we have these feet. Oh, oops. So yeah, by the way, this one is actually just sort of like a dope thing. I just want to put as like a companion. This is an HANDCAM GM or Gym. It's just like all black, you know, like it's sort of like a gimmick of HANDCAM. Like HANDCAM, they're made from like recycled runners. So usually when I think they can make it in color, but I think just sort of like to demonstrate like, you know, like the how that eco-ness of it. For some reason that make it like the whole thing black, which to be fair it really does have like a nice finish to it, which is why I bought it. This is why I bought it from like Gundam base Odaiba in Tokyo, Japan. Gundam base Odaiba. That's the place with like the Gundam unicorn statue there, which that's like my sort of like, I want to call it like my holy, you know, like the holy site for Gundam fans. And like this is what I bought. Like I bought one of these, and I bought like an Ecopla Zaku 2, the old HG. See, there's like a new one that came out like I think a few years back. And I bought it, and Zaku, I think I bought the Zaku like, yeah, I bought a Zaku at 2019, which I think the revived Zaku hasn't like even been like on plan yet. Personally, I like it. It has its own charm, but personally, okay, I'm just gonna say this, like, Bandai, what the fuck are you thinking? Like, come on, man. If I can think of this, like, surely you guys do, right? Like, you guys, like, surely you guys also have like the same thing in your mind as well. Because like, why don't you make an entry grade GM? This is perfect for it. Like, why don't you still make it? Because like, at least you just saw like how you know this thing is like super outdated. Like yeah, like the armbands 40 degree. That's like sign number one. Sign number two on how outdated this thing is, right? The leg barely goes like what, like 90 degree. Like that's how you know this thing is like the mold for this thing is like severely outdated. And plus like it's not even like, you know, like you can't really swivel like much around. There's not like much degree of movement. It's just like one socket, like you just pop it in, that's it. So like, yeah, this thing really needs an update. And I'm not talking about like the HG, the origin GM, like the one that's like in the from the Cruise Dawn Island. I'm talking like proper, like, you know, like a proper new kit. And again, like I said, you don't have to make it like use like the revive like RX-78 to like the OG Gundam. You don't have to use it as a model. You just use like the entry grade as a base. That's even more like perfect. And for me, I think in that way you can actually justify the existence of like both. Like you had like you can have like the HG, the origin version, where like the origin version, you can have it as some sort of a way where you can have it, you can justify it as like you know, like the higher price version, where you can like keep it as like, you know, like it comes with more accessories, like it's you know, a bit more like flexible for like, you know, like you're putting like your own like making it like your own. While this one you make it an entry grade, like just give it like the bare one equipment, that's it, perfect, money. There's like your auto money machine there. You can, you know, like it's dirt cheap. You can buy a bunch of it. You can build an army. Like you can build like a whole platoon of it. Like, come on, Bandai. This is a literal $1 million idea. Come on, make it happen. Get to work, please. We are all asking for it. Or at least like, you know, me, like the English speaking like the audience, we are all asking for it. But anyway, enough like a tangent. Like enough of a tangent. Now let's just keep going. Yeah, this is two like same pieces. Okay. Well, this is like a big piece, so it's not like, you know, like a huge. Okay, 44. Like, legit, I will buy like what? I will buy 4 of those in a heartbeat. like entry grade gym, like an entry grade gym, perfect for army building, especially on like an you know in like that form factor. Like yeah, I'm buying like 4 of those. I'm buying like a one squad. I'm buying okay, not a squad, more like I'm buying like a fire team of it. And maybe you know what, I can just like paint it in like a different color. Actually, you can even make that. You can just make like what, like maybe one version is like this color, the other version that color. You can make it like a Power Ranger. Again, like that's like, yeah, that's a $1 million idea. Maybe like I'm pretty sure if I can think of it, right? Someone out there must have thought of it too. Yeah, I think it's just me like on copium right now. Like I'm just wishing like so hard they're gonna like make it a reality, especially like Zaku Aurelis, they make it like an April Fool's prank. Like that shit just cruel, man. Zaku Aurelis, that's just cruel. You got my hopes up, man. You know what, if Zaku Aurelis even have like a Twitch? Uh, let me just look it up real quick. Oh, he does have a Twitch. I'm just gonna follow him. He doesn't stream that a lot. I think he mainly stream on like YouTube mostly, I guess. Okay, camera check. Still going. No, still going. So yeah, nothing to worry about. Sticker 41. 41. Oh yeah, this is the. This is it. Yeah, sometimes I'm a bit confused, like which is like the back and front. The way of these legs are a little bit funky. Okay, so is this. I think that's the front. So now we do the back. Oh damn, that's yeah, that's quite a loud one. I'm watching like a stream from like I'll just say someone I know. I mean, she's kind of a friend, I guess. Like we're not really close, but I interact with her like on the streams. That's just sort of like the extent of like our relationship or friendship, I should say. A bit off the slightly above the thing. screw it. It's a bit like just tilted, but yeah, I'm not gonna like bother with it, like, so. You know, I say this time is not as like is as bad as the asteroid frame. Like a lot of, I think a lot of like these surfaces, they are relatively flat, and even if like it's not flat, right, it's just sort of have like sharp angles, and yeah, sharp angles are your friend. I will say. Sharp angles, they are like a lifesaver because it's easy to align when you like just have to like wrap it around. But if it's like a whole lot of uneven surface, that's like, yeah, that's like the worst. Battery check. Huh. Yeah, just real quick. Okay, I'm gonna put my hand here. Oh yeah, it's running low. Yeah, still moving. We're still moving. Yeah, even like the stream looking at it, still like it's still okay. I suppose we change it. Let's just change the battery. Let's not like take the chance. Yeah, I'll be right back. Oops. Yep. Okay, new battery. So yeah, this is a fresh battery. So I think just charging it the night before might have helped. So we are here. Where is my piece? Ah, there it is. It's a satisfying snap, and then you, yeah, I got the feet. Yeah, actually just gotta appropriate. I have like now Senshi is like becoming like earworm now, and I'm actually having like the gagged version. There's actually two different versions. There's like a newer one that's the one by gagged is, if I remember correctly, it's for the Gundam like Next Plus PSP game, if I remember correctly. You don't have to like form the stickers to like the group, just leave it like flat. You get a better result anyway, and like the groove is just there if you decided to paint it, but if you're not like me, I'm not much of the type who paint. I just leave it like, you know, like just use the stickers. So that's link number 2. Now the ways, oh my god. Oh my god. This is gonna be, yeah, I'm gonna have a field day with this. Okay, there's like 2 different options for like this front part. So let's actually look at the 16. 16 or 4. I think I'll go with 16. I like the more like aggressive coloring, like the color look here. Ooh, whoop. Yeah, I decided I'm gonna go like for like this one where I have like that little bit of a color here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, this one has like a bit more, a little bit of red there. Yeah, a little bit of red. I thought it just maybe like it'll pop a bit more if I just have like some colors there. The original like it's like here like it's just like black. So I just thought I'm gonna use this piece so like it pops like better. And there's the other side. That is that, and then two. It's on this. Okay, so I can even sort of see like a face here, like yeah. Let me just put like the other side. Wait. Maybe I'm just zooming a little bit. Where is it? Yeah, so there's here, like it almost actually look like it has like a face here. Actually, good night. I can't really see on the camera, but it really does look like almost like I had a face. Just it looks like I had a face. You know, like you can see like the eyes and stuff. Okay, this one. Now we put this together at long last. Let's put this together now. And fits like a glove. Yeah, fits like a glove. And now, oh boy, this one. Oh my god. I'm gonna go around like this. Oh boy. Uh, by the way, this is a used toothpick, by the way. This is used. Just saw it and I'm just like, if it works. As long as it bloody works. Yeah, I think it's a bit off to the side, but okay, and I think that should about do it. I think we kind of get it right. Kind of get it right, like. Oh, but it's actually very well like contoured this time around. Like the sticker, it's really well like segmented. Like the edges actually really does help you like to just sort of like let you hug it around like the edges like that. So yeah, this is the waist. Yeah, the waist here. It's actually not bad, not half bad, I must say. Yeah, not half bad. As far as like the stickers go, it's not half bad, really. Also, again, I hope you don't mind the fact I'm using a used toothpick over there a bit. Okay, please. Okay, if you're watching, I do have the tools, but I just don't really want to clutter my desk. Like this tiny space I have right here, I don't want to like clutter it too much. It's already like enough of a clutter with all like the tools I'm having here. So I just don't want to like clutter it further. Okay, what more? 21 or 7? 21 or 7? 7, 21? Yeah, this one. And now, the what the fuck part. I've read through I've seen the manual, but even then, still makes me go like what the fuck when I look at this. So I'm guessing this one goes. Yeah, this whole thing is like a sticker. This whole thing right here is just a sticker that you wrap around. Okay, let's just see. Actually, no, I'm not even sure if I should commend them or just be disgusted, because it's the fact that they even bothered. It's the fact that they even bothered to give you this this big fuck off piece of sticker to wrap around the quote unquote beam sabers or lightsaber, if you I mean, it is pretty similar to lightsaber, I guess. Okay, so this is the backpack. So yeah, I think we can like put this together now before we just like, you know, like slap on the weapons. So yeah, here we have the, just put this up. So you have the legs. Yeah, this got a little satisfying pop. There we go. See here, you have a little satisfying pop. Okay, now is that. So you just put this here. Okay, and then another satisfying pop on the backpack. Arms. The other arm. Okay, let's just realign this. And we have the crowning piece, the head. Now she looks really angry here, like with like the red and whatnot. She looks pretty angry, I must say. So let's let everything straighten up. So let's put that aside, and now we are off to the weapons. So use one big piece and two little pieces. One big shield. Let's get this right off. So that's everything out. I think no, there's two more. There's two more. And just the way this popped up really, like just figure it the right way. Yep. There you go. Now this can be put aside. Now we have a bit more of a less cluttered desk. So now let's get these two out of the way first. Oh boy, this is what I hate. Instead of lining up, I'm gonna line this up with like the like this gives us like something to work with. Like it's not like a one, like they do print this out in a way where it's actually meant to like wrap around like a 3D like uneven like surface. Which I would say is still commendable as far as like for what Bandai trying like to do, it's still commendable. Let me off to the side slightly. Okay, I think that's good enough. That's acceptable. Okay, so there's the other one. This piece goes to like the shield, but I think I'll prefer put it like on the shoulder instead. Okay. I think I apply this one better than like the other one, I think. So with that now, oh boy. Let's start with this piece. Now I must say though, like these little holes here could have been like separate like sticker pieces, but I made it as like these little like black holes here. It could have been made it as like a separate like pieces for the holes, but I made it into like one piece instead. So that's sort of like my one and only gripe here. And of course it's a 3D surface, so There's this. There's this one. Okay, there's 1, 2. Then there's and it fits perfectly nice and flat. Nice and flat. One more. This long piece is going to be a bit a tricky one. Yeah, that's so unsanitary. You're like, no fuck is given. We use the most unsanitary thing, like, you know, on the table. And it wraps around just nicely as well. Wraps around the edges just nicely. If it works, it works. And there we have it. So this is it, this is the build. So now just put it on her. Now supposedly this actually goes on to like the shield, but I think I prefer it to have it on the shoulder instead. I think just to give it a bit more like some bulk. I used to like give it a bit more of like a bulk. Then give it a bit more of a bulk. Oh, it actually holds the shield. Oh, that's neat. Because typically this is what I would expect it to plug it on like the arm, but this one actually does hold like it's like a shield, her own shield. So there you have it. There it is. This is the SDEX standard aerial Gundam. Not gonna lie, I actually do have like a bit more of like positive like look to this, at least compared to like the other two that I built. So it's like these two, you know, like this is one of them, the left side, and I'll be back. Let me just go grab like the other one first. Okay, I'm back. So I think it's quite pretty simple, right? Because I think I'm gonna say like as far as like, you know, I'm just gonna put this up here. Wait, I'll come to. I'll explain them later. But as far as like, you know, being extended goes, right? I feel that aerial actually is like this set like a much higher standard as far as like being goes, because again this one I built last week, right? Like you can see like most of the details, like it's all focused on the front, and especially like you see like the shield here is all like, you know, a lot of these sticker pieces, like they're actually like just like flat pieces, and they have to like conform to like the, you know, like just sort of like the uneven like surface of the shield, and then you move to the back, right? Again, I'm not sure how is it on like the other like kits, but as far as stickers goes, and yes, I'm actually like saying like, you know, usually like for most Gundam builders, like stickers tends to be like a negative aspect to it, but I would say this one is actually like the areas actually like it actually helps it in this case, because like again, like as seen here, right, like you see everything is like, you know, like the legs is all hollow, like, you know, like it's not meant to be seen from behind. Again, like you see here, right, it's like they just skip everything here, like it's not like, you know, which, you know, I'm glad that they didn't like force us to like put stickers on like these parts here. Maybe that's why, because it's not like a very even surface. I'm not too sure about like the other SDEX standard, but like you see like this beam saber handles is supposed to be white, but they don't even like give us like a sticker for us to like, you know, to just like wrap around it. And yeah, and also like this arm assembly is a bit whack, you know, and this part here especially, like it's all uneven surface. You have to like wrap like this like sticker piece on here, so there's that. But as far as this one goes, I'll say the sticker actually does helps it like more. Like it's kind of ironic, like, you know, stickers in Gunpla, like I mentioned earlier, it tends to be like a negative. This one has actually ended up being more of like a positive, because I think it just helps to brings out more, like brings, like just helps to brings out like more of like the kit, like with like the stick application that, which, to be fair, you have to be patient with it, and like, you know, and like yeah, and it's actually, you got more all around, like more details everywhere, plus because since this has a whole leg, right, you actually even get like details on the back, even though there's stickers. But I think in this case it helps it to make it look not as like, you know, not as like bland, like you know, the ashtray is just like straight up horrible. Like this is horrible. And even this one, right, from the back it's just like bland as hell. Like yeah, this doesn't even get like a rear cam, like a rear like sticker for like the sensor here, and this doesn't even get that. And I suppose here it's actually supposed to be like colored. I think it's colored. I don't remember like all the details, but I think it's supposed to be colored. Hold on, let me check my message real quick. Yeah, I'm just checking my message there. Just nothing to worry about. But yeah, even here, like it's just all bland in the back. But compared to like this, like this unironically somehow, like again, like I mentioned, the stickers help. But then again, this is still an X standard. So I personally, unless if like you see like a Gundam that you really like and it's only on X standard, then maybe consider it. But otherwise, I really would not like. I mean, unless you, again, if you really want it, then go ahead, and you know. And I would say this also like serves as a good place to like practice your practice your painting on model kit. But otherwise, I would say just skip it personally. And if you really want an SD kit, like if you really want an SD kit, I would say like you find like something like they call like a cross silhouette, which is like one of, never mind, I'll I'll get back to that. You get something, one of these. here, like not just that you get like more articulation out of this. Like this one is like the Tornado Gundam. This one is also yet another like one of my impulse buys. Like I think this one you just get a lot more out of it, because for this one, right? This one you actually like a lot of like the parts you see here, like they're all like actually like properly like separated parts. Like again, like you see like this like headpiece here, like the jaw on like the reef in here, like this part, these are all color separated. Okay, maybe this one here, like I mean there's still some stickers involved, like you see like this, like a red here. This is a sticker, but again, this is a part, this is a part, this white thing here. I'm just on my camera, like yeah, this is a part. You know, this is a separate part. This is a part. This yellow piece is a part. This yellow piece on the back is also like its part. It's a part. And then like you know you have like one sticker here maybe, and then I think if this is an extended, right, this whole thing is probably like just one solid like mold. Like chances are if this is an extended, it is like one solid mold. And then like even like we came into the chest, right? Yeah, as you can see, like at least if you take this as an example, right? I think maybe the chest is much smaller, so there's really not a lot to work with. But you can see it's all just like stickers again. But you come here. Let me just take off like the backpack real quick. Just take off the backpack real quick, because let me just take off the backpack real quick. Like again, to be fair, nothing on the back, which again to be expected. But you look at like the entire chest assembly. Again, it's a part. It's not even like one piece. These are like two pieces. Like you know, like the torso here. This is a part, a part, a part. This white piece is a part, and of course you have like the main body. Like the amount of just part separation like on the body just makes this like even worth it. And plus, it actually has like better articulation in this, because this one actually like. It's not like built like that's sort of like a selling point for like the SDCS. Like I'm not sure about like the newer one. Like the older one, they all came with like this one they call the SD frame. And SD frame, long story short, is actually just like a shorter, just a bit more like a stubby inner frame. Like yes, this has an inner frame, and I'm not even talking about like this as like a master grade SD, but actually even now that I mention it, right, this lightsaber piece is a part, and you can put a beam effect part in here. And like when not in use, like you know, compared to this, right, if I remember correctly, right, this does comes with like a separate, like I call it the toothpick, like it's just one solid like color like sword. And this whole backpack is just like one solid piece, but this you get its own sword in here. You just like plug it in. Again, this is on SD, and this one again, like I think I just sort of mentioned, like this has like an inner part, an inner frame. Like if I remember, like the older one, they actually came as standard. You know, funny. I should say that, like as standard. They came with like an SD frame, which is a bit more limited in as far as articulation, and sometimes you have to like separately buy a CS frame, which is the one that I use in this. But I think this one, right, for the Tornado Gundam, I think it just comes with a CS frame like included. So that's like the one I use, because I think the CS frame, the SD frame, just sort of like have like a slightly like bent, like you see like this hand here. I think it's just like slightly bent, but this one you actually have like articulation, like you know, like just like like not a lot, not by much, but it's there. You can bend like the arms. And I think like the one thing that's like really sets it apart is like the leg. Like in the CS, in a SD frame, right, the leg is just like, it's just one like piece of plastic and you just wrap these parts around it, and that's it. That's your that's your, yeah, SD frame. But this one you actually get like two like separate pieces, so you can actually have like articulation in this. And plus sort of like a bonus, right? If I remember correctly, you can actually oh, this actually comes with the okay, maybe not, but then again, like if you want to buy an SD, get an SD, get like an SD cross silhouette, because, and even like some Gundams that's available on X standard, right? Like for example, the like one of like the Gundam that's available on SDEX standard is the Wing Gundam Zero custom, the one with the angel wings. And guess what? The same exact Gundam is also available on the SDCS line as well. So you might as well like you just might as well just spend the extra like cash. They're not that much more expensive. Like they don't cost that much more, but I think as far as for the SDCS wing, right, you do have, I think the wing zero custom, you have to buy like a separate SD, like a CS frame. Yeah, I think that one you have to buy a separate CS frame. This one, but I think this one and I think like the following CS frame, the newer ones, right, they all came included with a CS frame, so which I think that's like nice. So yeah, just like things that's like, you know, from like an earlier release. Maybe you have to like spend a bit more, so yeah, that's just sort of like Bandai. That's Bandai business to you. I mean, I have joke about like, you know, how like like the best way I can describe like, you know, Gunpla builders and Bandai relationship is best described as abusive. This is like what I mean. But if you want an SD like Gundam, right? Again, like you buy like an SD CS line, or at the minimum, right? There's another line called the BB Senshi, which I think, for example, I have here is this one is like the BB Senshi Sazabi. And again, I believe this does have its own SDCS as well, but even then, right? This one I still like. I'm pretty sure this one is still in production, and I made an SDCS frame, and price point wise, it's not that far off. If I remember correctly, I think at least in ringgit, my own currency, right? The SDEX standard Sazabi, like this one, the EX standard is 25. I got this one for 30. And it's like a way better deal because you even have like effect parts. And then like again, like you look at this backpack here, right? Chances are I'm gonna tell you, like these here, these are all separate parts. And I'm pretty sure you can actually open this out as well. I think it's more like of like a replacement thing, but I believe you can actually open this out. Like this little casing that stores bits here. And yeah, you see like these red bits, these are all separate parts, but I think this one is actually molded in like a single file. And then you just like cover this part on top of it to make it looks like, you know, like even then I think it still beats like an SDEX standard. And once again, like yeah, you look at, you know, like the belly here, the pipes, these are molded separately. Like even the red, like you see here. Like, okay, let me just take off the backpack again, once again, or not. I mean, this works too. Like you can see here, like even like for the chest here, right? Multiple parts. This is like BB Senshi. This is older than the extended line, believe it or not. So, and yeah, even in here, right? Even in here. Like just look at this, like yeah, there's no articulation on the leg, but even then, like, again, look. like look at this. It's like, how many parts is this? It's like this. I think extended, it probably wouldn't even include these, like it probably wouldn't even include like this thing here. Yeah, this thing probably not included, but they have it in here, like this little like thruster bits here, and again molded separately. This is molded separately. It's not even a sticker. They could have made this a sticker. They made like the toe, like this toe a sticker. Though I don't know why they do that, but again, for some reason they could have just made this whole thing like one red piece, but no. These are two pieces. Again, just like the whole point of this is, yeah, just look at like the amount of pieces that's like involved in here. Like it's a lot more detail for not that much far off, like not that much more expensive on a price point. You get a lot more plastic here, and even like the chest here, yeah, you see here, multiple parts, like this is separate. It's all, it all combines into one. So yeah, again, I think not even like, you know, not even because you're like desperate, like if you see like an SD extended and say like you don't maybe like they don't have the BB Senshi there, then don't even bother buying it. Like just, you know, just look somewhere else or get something else that's like, you know, that really just look for something else that you maybe like. But yeah, that's just sort of like my thoughts on this this whole like SD line here. The SD extended, unless it's like the only thing that's available for that one particular Gundam that you like, then yeah, maybe buy it, because again, like if I remember correctly, the SD, as far as SD aerial go, it's only on SD extended, and if you really like the aerial, I think in this particular case, I think it's worth it. I mean, it takes a bit more effort and, you know, it's a bit pain, to be honest, to put on like the stickers, but I think that alone might be worth it because it doesn't look as bland, you know, like compared to like this. Even with the sticker, like it still looks bland. This one not as much, even from the back. So I think, yeah, as far as extended goes, maybe this one is worth it, but otherwise, if you see something like a particular Gundam that you like and it's also available on SD like CS, or maybe even like BB Senshi, then grab like maybe one of these, one of those. Extended, just best avoid. Just really like try your best to avoid them as far as like extended goes. So yeah, let me also like just if you don't mind, just let me rearrange this. Get it like to like a better like standing, like make it look, you know, make it stand and look menacingly. And maybe this one as well. Let me just rearrange like the poses for these, but anyway, so yeah, this is it. This is all like the, yeah, it's like, you know, I'm just gonna put this nice little, put them all in a frame. Yeah, I think that's sort of it. If you, yeah, long story short, unless you really want it and it's not available in either BB Senshi or the SD CS line, then maybe get this. Again, the dev site is only on SD extended, so that's, you don't really have much of a choice. But then again, I say this is not as like as bad as, like, you know, compared to like the other ones. This is not as bad. Oh, that's a good one. But yeah, otherwise, if you can find it either in BB Senshi, which is like one of these, like this one is still like has like a like a standard like like SD build, but it doesn't have an inner frame. But it still like has better like part separation. Or you get an SDCS, which is something like this. Some of the newer ones comes with like a CS ray which offers better articulation. And it also comes with like a non-Gundam like it actually comes with like non-Gundam series as well. Like a notable one that I know of is there's Getter Robo and there's Mazinger. So there's that. So yeah, that's sort of like my quick review for like the SDEX standard series. Yeah, pretty much these are SDEX standard. Unless you want to use it to practice your like painting skills, these are trash. So you better off get the SDCS or the BB Senshi. And that's it. Like wow, 3 hours. I've been going on for quite a while. But I guess yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm just gonna end the stream with this screen. So thank you guys so much for watching, and let me just rate my friend here if you're like on Twitch. Alright, so I think this is it. We're just gonna rate someone else on Twitch, a friend. And yeah, I guess I'll see you when I see you on Monday, which will be Megaton Musashi. So yeah, bye. Once again, I'll see you when I see you.